Alright, and we are back with another stream. This time is a Genshin Impact 6.2, also known as Luna 3. We're doing the Archon quest. Even in the last version, we sent Rerun to the Shadow Realm. Yeah. I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Prior to the patch dropping, I did see there was some fan art of Skarmish talking to Arlecchino and Sandrone. I don't know if it was just a meme about popping up of like how he's just casually getting information about the Tori about them, or maybe there was some media that I missed. Yeah, I will admit I haven't actually watched this stuff yet. I'm a little behind. I probably should have done that before the stream, but whatever. Let's just get into it. Why am I getting da-dun da-dun the bajillion times? Da-dun. Da-dun. Whose? No. Oh, a bunch of them. Okay. Alright. Da-dun. Wrong one. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, just starts immediately. Why does Catherine look? No. Thank you for waiting. I finished checking your adventure handbook. Here are your commission rewards. We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you all for your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation. This is our vacation, I guess. I don't know. Amazing! Pama never thought we would end up having our own downtime in Notcroy. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the Wild Hunt causing chaos or the Fatui stirring up trouble. I felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel ready to go boom at any moment. We really have achieved a lot since we've been here, haven't we? Traveler and Paimon strikes again. Sure have. Things are looking pretty dicey, but in the end we managed to turn it around. Whoa, Paimon just got deja vu. And that's right, it's because we've done this like a million times now. Oh yes, are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place? No, what's that? Oh yeah, Lama told us that was coming up soon. Wait, why do you mention it though? Do people in Asha Town celebrate it too? Lama thought it was just for Moon Goddess worshippers. You're partially right. Most people in Asha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the lion. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The lion does not concern... Oh, that was whatever. The festival was first celebrated by the Frostmoon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the Moon Goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nodcry's most lively festival. Ooh, sounds like fun. I'm definitely up for it. Right, well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this is where your spaceship landed. Are we finally getting back to that? We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because we got wrapped in that whole virus situation. But now we can finally start investigating it properly. Except we have no idea where to start. Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up the rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for. In what world am I ever looking for bugs and grubs? Hello? By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching, but the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you. I'm sure it's not as simple as that. I'm not sure it's as simple as that. Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go. We haven't seen columbina in a while. She used a huge amount of power in the final battle against Rerun and has been much weaker since then. Well, is she just hiding out in her room? I haven't been keeping up with the weekly stuff. I don't know if I can do anything to genuinely help her, but surely a little chat can do no harm. One other thing that concerns me is we've seen no trace of the doctor so far. Okay. Why is the doctor being brought up now, though? What's wrong? You look super serious all of a sudden. I was just thinking about Columbina and the doctor. Huh? Hum gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything? I vaguely remember this. We learned back in Nalan that he's been investigating the moon. But he's been suspiciously absent so far. Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to? Engrossed in one of his experiments, perhaps? Either way, his current inaction is a good thing. True, Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatui, especially as a harbinger. Does she feel like she's got to act tough to keep up appearances or something? No, I think she's just like that. No, I think she just doesn't like people. Like, maybe she's not morally bankrupt in the same way the Tori is, but she still doesn't like people. But then every time we headed out with Weaver, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. I just gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably so fierce, right? Oh, whoa, sorry. I'm yawning. Paimon, I have a feeling she might have heard that. Yeah, Catherine. Well, relax, she's not even here, huh? Nice. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Sorry. We'll be on our way now. Idiot. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina, right. Yeah, let's go see Columbina. I heard Paimon's got a new voice in English. I'm not gonna try it though. Amazing plots, okay, whatever. Yeah. I did one yesterday or the day before, so I wouldn't be able to do the next one anyway. Give me my bird egg soup. Hello. Hey, she's sitting up. Is me sitting here a rare sight? No. No, we just thought you'd be resting. Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Oof. My bad. Let's just, I'll leave you to it then. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you're the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak? I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that. Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. There are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. Oh. Yeah, they were just trying to use you, right, Fatui? They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs, but my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way. Return home? So you're still planning on returning to the moon? Yes, this planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. Maybe when this is all over, Skirt can bring you along or something. Maybe when this is all over, I can bring you along. After all, I'm not from here either. If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely. Oh, Cage. Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you, but it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye. Not now, not yet. Shut it, Paimon. How do you intend to return? The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Tavad. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time, and merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort... Oh, Paimon gets it. It'll work like a slingshot. Oh, she is actually going to try and leave this early, huh? You make it sound like she's going to get blasted up to the moon. If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. Yeah, we still need, I don't know. I'll be using a much gentler approach, but I do like the analogy. It's fun. You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor. In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways. It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you're enjoying it. Oh, she's enjoyed our time together. It's nice. I've always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection, or is the world mocking me? Oh, were you hoping I can answer that? Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area. I mean, yeah, we were trying to leave, and then Asmodee screwed with us. Then what I would say is enjoy the moment. That's right, don't overthink it. Happiness is happiness, and joy is joy. The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it. I see. Then what I would say is, even though I'm very tired right now, I'm still happy. I can't tell from the tone of your voice. Yeah, she is. She does have a very neutral tone all the time. Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy? I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you. Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about... You know what? Give me your hand. Actually, it's not that. There's something else I wanted to discuss with you. Oh, then do you still want to give me your hand or not? Sure. Sharing power again? Thank you. So I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the moon goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rasha of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming moon prayer night. I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure what I would even do. But don't worry about that. We'd take care of everything. All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity. But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now. Yeah, there will definitely be complications, but... I'll make it work. You have my word. Yeah, we got your back. Well, he does. Paimon's not actually too sure what he's planning. Alright, if you're sure, I will not refuse your invitation. Why does this feel like something's gonna go wrong? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Llama, please tell her that my answer to the questions she asked me is neither yes nor no. Wait. If she's leaving, am I still gonna be able to do those weekly Chronicles things? Because I am way behind on those. Rather, there's no need. That was kind of cryptic, but sure, guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now. Da-dun. And also, I do not know about... Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Get thee out of here, dumb bot. No one likes you. Frick off. That account was created yesterday. Ban. Where's the ban? Ban. Ah, frick. Frick. Ah. Friggin'. Ah, I missed the dialogue. What are you saying? Alright, I'm going back a little bit on my YouTube stream side. Let's go see who else wants to take part. Mom's got to be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is their plan to keep her safe? Not sure yet. I'll figure something out. Aha! What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. Why did you become so sneaky? Yeah, that. Why did I do that? That doesn't sound good. Alright, is that it? Yep, that's it. Something's gonna happen and, oh, this is probably not good. I don't think I could 1v1 Dutore. Doesn't seem to be this one either. Oh, hello there, big bro. I don't think I've seen you before. Or the white, Fey lady next to you. I don't think Paimon's a Fey. Welcome to the Frost Moon Enclave. Is there anything I can help you with? Nope, we just got curious seeing you out here and alone like this. By the way, Paimon's Paimon. This is Volt. So it's Mr. Volt and Miss Paimon. You know, you two don't look like you're from Nasha Town. We're adventurers. Yep, super awesome adventures at that. Must be nice, though, traveling around with your best friend, seeing the world together. It really is. We've been to so many places already. What about you? What are you doing out here just now? I was looking for pretty stones. Is this part of the Archon quest? It's not voiced. Oh, Poundgatsu, you collect them, right? You're not the only one. Some grown-ups are super into that, too. Nope, I'm gonna use the pretty stones to bribe Mai into kidnapping me. What? Okay, that makes it. What? Seems normal enough for Nod Kai? No, this is not normal, even here. You've never heard the story of the legendary thief Reed Miller and the Fey Princess? But Mai told me it's super famous outside. Come, lady with moonlit eyes, let me steal your heart with this jewel that matches your gaze and whisk you away from this gilded cage. I'm not really sure what it means, but if you give me something they like, if you give someone they like, that means you can go on an adventure with them, right? That's right, that's how I learned Paimon to this part. No, that's not what it means at all. Yeah, it actually means... anyway, it's not exactly a story for kids. By the way, who is this Mai you're talking about? Telling kids strange stories like that. That sounds kind of questionable. She's not a bad person, and she's about the same age as me. She's an adventurer too, just like you two. I caught her sneaking around near your camp once, so I made her tell me a story. For some reason, she seemed to think we were some scary cult of weirdos who sacrificed kidnapped kids to the moon goddess. She tried to act all calm while begging me not to kill her. What kind of weird misunderstanding is that? Oh, hey Varka. Hey Lama. Right, I have no idea where she even heard something like that. It's so strange, but since it sounded kind of funny, I didn't bother correcting her. That's exactly why you should have corrected her. Anyway, in exchange, she promised to be my best friend and told me lots and lots of stories about the outside world. Mom and Dad never let me read stories from the outside world, saying only non-believers would like such worthless things, but my stories are really interesting. Like the fisherman who fell in love with the Fae, the thief who died 3 times but escaped from the lady of the underworld thrice, and the changeling who longed to become human. What's a changeling again? There are kind people and not so kind people, and really, really bad people, rich or poor, good or evil, and in the end, everyone dies in misery. Okay, yeah, your parents have a point. Those are pretty messed up. Yeah, definitely not the kind of stories you tell kids. But I'm not a kid anymore. Mai also said that the outside world's way too dangerous for someone like me. Which is kind of rich from her. She can't even use the blessing of the moon goddess, and she's about the same age as me. Still, it's fun. I'm super smart. Anyway, before I caught her, she kept muttering about some stone. That means she must be looking for pretty stones, right? If I find some pretty stones, I bet I can bribe her with these. Just like how Reed Miller lured the Fey Lady away. She'll take me away from here, right? Can you not say bribe like that? You're just giving your friend a nice gift. That's totally normal. No need to make it sound weird. Well, we'll be looking around this area anyway, so if we find any pretty pieces, we'll bring them back to you. Wow, really? Thank you so much. Oh, maybe that was part of... Hey, Llama, it's us, huh? Barca, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm here on Bell. Thank you for joining the stream. Yep, I just got started with Genshin Impact 6.2 Archon Quest. Dropped last Tuesday. Time to see what it's about. Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisui Island. Mr. Barker is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs. Right, yep, that too. What do you mean, that too? So preparations are already underway? Yes, celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top of the branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon. Oh, this thing? And the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens. It's an especially welcome event, coming off the back of all that nasty business with rerun. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place. No wonder Catherine said that the people weren't so bothered about the religious element. That's right, it's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind the event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood. That's fair. It's a bit like the Lantern Rite in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti. Although in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist. Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope that's okay. Wait, so you mean she agreed to it? Huh, that's a surprise. And I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day. Oh, yep. Oh yeah, it's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot. She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor. I understand. In truth, I had a feeling she might make such a decision. Well, if Kutar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly. Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there's any way we could hide her. Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with. Dang. We may have been off more than we can chew here. Don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that. Huh? Are you saying you have a plan? Not as such, no, but the most important thing with the festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing with the festival for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves. The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one. As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kutara the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows, once you get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place? Hopefully. Hey, did you catch that? Llama said the thing. Or close enough at least. What thing? Once you get the ball rolling? What thing? Huh? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you could always tell which couples are celebrating it for the first time by the smiles on their faces, big beaming smiles, like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on Moon Goddess's face at this festival. Not quite the same, surely. Anyway, I'll take care of my business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frostmoon Science. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life, companionship. We'll take care of that. Before you leave, let me show you something we've been preparing. Mr. Barca had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kiritaro's decision. Oh, why is the walk so slow? Their walk is faster than my walk, but it's... We also, yep, all the Kuhenki and the drums. Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having fun. Are you gonna bap the drums again? Are you gonna bap the drums? Bap. Bap. I believe so. Bap. Bap. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, though I'm not sure where they learned it from. Bap. Maybe it's an innate talent. In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys. Hey, it's Lunatar. Lunatar, you wanna play too? Guess not. Lunatar is adorable. Yeah, she looks more confused than anything. Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance. What are these floaty things? Like, I don't know. Moon veils, we hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect. Wait. Hold on. Everyone seems hard at work. They're preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Barca and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed. Oh, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry though, all the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready and I'll get some people to ship it over. Yeah, sorry. You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection. Oh, look at all those colors, it looks great. Can Paimon try one? Wait, not now. Of course, I have a feeling you'll like it a lot. You bet sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite. If you'd included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frostmoon Signs by now. I'll also be a verdant crest like this present in the Nashatan during the festival. Hello, lingering potion of the turtle. Is that turtle mastery? Is that supposed to be? I don't remember what the Minecraft potion is called. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Is this the ice place I haven't kept track since 5.5? No. This is 6.2. Nodcry hadn't been revealed yet. Way back in 5.5, I don't think. Or at the very least, we didn't know what it was like. I don't know. Maybe. When was Nodcry first mentioned, actually? I don't remember. All I remember is Inefa came to deliver a message from Barca telling us to come here, but I don't remember which version that was. I think that was that was the last or second to last version of 5.x. It's not exactly icy though. Is this Nodcry? Yes, this is Nodcry. I mean, Shneznaya is icy snowy, and Nodcry is part of Shneznaya, but Nodcry itself is not icy or snowy. We're not in the mainland Shneznaya yet, so the timing of the Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and Moon Prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. I thought Nodcry will be more scary. I mean, yeah, it's not. There's no like. The areas like in Nodcry don't really have like a sort of official governing body. So it's, aside from like being in Snezhnaya, they are technically under, it is technically under Snezhnaya's like borders or jurisdiction or whatever you want to call it. But the areas in Nodcry specifically, yeah, there isn't really a sort of governing body aside from that, or kind of police force. So there aren't really like laws, I guess, in the usual sense. But it seems like there's more. There's a lot of unspoken rules, I guess, if that makes sense. Most of the scariness, I guess, would be from the monsters, the so-called wild hunt. But we just dealt with that sort of, well, spoilers. I won't say what like the big stuff that happens, but that was kind of taken care of recently in 6.1. So I mean, who knows, maybe Nodcry will get more scary. Yeah. Actually, I can't really avoid talking about spoilers since I'm literally streaming the stuff. This is kind of yeah, I'm kind of expecting to meet the doctor here just because he was brought up. So, or meet the doctor again. Did I personally meet the doctor back in Sumeru? I can't remember. All I remember is that the Tori and Nihida made some deal or whatever. So I stopped playing after I lost my account with 2 5 stars. One of them Arlecchino, and completed 9% of the game. Should I get back in? Yes, you did in Sumeru. I mean, if you enjoy the game and like you have time, I don't see why not. Why not start? But I mean, yeah, if like, how'd you lose your account? Was it hacked? Did it get deleted, or what? You don't have access to it anymore? Because I don't know. At the very least, I'd try to like get it back, like go through customer support or something. I don't know how their quality of customer support. I've never had to deal with that. But I mean, if you enjoy the game, and you want to know what happens, like if you actually enjoy playing the game and you have time, then yeah, maybe go for it. Otherwise, if you just want to know what happens, you can watch like someone else play through, or you can read and watch some explanations and stuff, lore summaries, I guess. I cannot access it for like 5 months, and the verification ban happened. Oh, couldn't verify your age because you couldn't get in. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. Like I just said, if you actually enjoy the gameplay and stuff, you enjoy like exploring. If you enjoy multiple aspects of it and it outweighs what you like don't really enjoy, and you're okay with putting that time into it again, then sure. Otherwise, yeah, if you just mainly want to know what happens in the story, there are plenty of people that you can watch if you want to. You want to go along with them in their streams, you know, thanks for dropping by mine today. Or I know there are almost certainly some channels that upload like full uncommented, unedited playthroughs, like no commentary and stuff. You can go through those and to keep up with the story, or if you want, read, you know, lore summaries, right? I mean, I enjoy, like, I personally want to know what happens in the story. The gameplay itself is kind of whatever. I don't like it that much, but I don't like dislike it. So, and I do like a lot of the character design. So, yeah, that's kind of why I stay. Also, just because I've been playing for a long time. So, wow, I need some water. I'm gonna disappear for a moment. Okay. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frostmoon Sons. I could introduce her to everyone, and she would be, and we could be a family close to one another. Yeah. I do enjoy it, but not enough to redo like 3 years of gameplay. Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, that's totally understandable. In that case, yeah, maybe just like go through lore summaries or watch, you know, playthroughs, whether it's watching some streamer go through it on their own or watching no commentary, uncut gameplay or story stuff, right? Like, obviously, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just throwing out suggestions. Because one of the other main appeals of this is, like, all of the lore from, like, the world building and just lore from literally anything that has text. Like, I'm pretty sure... Well, so, Crimson Witch artifact set was like... Was that 1.0? I can't remember if it was a 1.0 artifact set, but I know it was a very early 1.x. And then that stuff became relevant in in 2.x. Like, Genshin does some crazy setups, so that is something that you would be missing out. Assuming you read that stuff in the first place. I personally don't really, just because, like, although I think it's cool that Genshin sets stuff up like this, I could not, like, sit down and comb through anything that might potentially have lore. But, you know, if you do kind of like that stuff and you just don't want to go through all of it, there you could look for what's there? I think the stream is called Murder of Birds. I think he's probably one of the bigger Hoyoverse streamers, and he actually takes his time. I only started watching him recently. I only started watching him in, like, the second half of Honkai Star Rail's Honkai Star Rail 3.7 stream. But he actually really takes his time to really understand and analyze stuff, to go through lore, to try and remember callbacks and stuff. And it's just cool to see when he understands these things and picks up things that, at least me personally, I almost certainly would never have noticed. So, yeah. Like, yeah, but if you don't want to redo 3 years of gameplay, yeah, that's perfectly fair. We still don't have a skip option, a skip dialogue, so yeah. For better or for worse, if you did restart, you just have to spam click. You can't just quickly skip it. Yeah. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. She was talking about Kutar, right? I took this to mean her answer was no, but if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Speaking of answers, she asked us to pass along a message. There is no need. Oh. I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frostmoon signs of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite the Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter. I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision. What a great guy. I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all. Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey on the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right? Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple. Alright, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Wanna come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there. Sure thing. Let's go. Bye for now, Llama. Thank you all. Goodbye. A traveler needs blessings, not burdens. It sounds good in principle, but will blessings alone be enough for Columbina? But what are burdens? What would burdens do? Besides just negative when stone is lifted, what is this achievement? I want to have more bird egg soup. Hey, Flins. Hey, Albedo. Hey, Durin. Hey, over there, it's Durin and Albedo with Flins. What could they be chatting about? Your guess is as good as mine. Ah, Grandmaster. And Volt and Paimon. Hey, Shangliao. Hey, Mashal. Hello there, it's been a while. Perfect, we have some new volunteers for our investigation. Sorry, what investigation? Wait. Let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon? Yes, that too. Yeah, right. Wait, why does everyone keep saying that too? Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality. Wait, so I guessed right? Half right, don't act so impressed with yourself. Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flins north of Nasha Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild. Ah, the Rift Hounds. But the strange thing is I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. What? Weren't Rift Hounds made from a chemia experiment gone wrong or something? On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage. Huh? What do you mean? Like you could see them but not touch them? Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them. Rhine daughter, what you doing? Rhine daughter of Hexenzirkel, Rhine daughter of the Shades, Rhine daughter of the Sinners, Rhine daughter of the... Wait, is there anything else? I can't remember. I think I've heard of things like that happening in Nodcry before, but I don't know much about it. Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moon Prayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived. But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern. I see. All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first. It's a first for me, too, so I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations. What about you two? Any plans? Wait, Darren, I heard that gameplay-wise you don't use your wings. That's tragic. Like, you don't fly. Like, Sit Lolly uses her pillow to glide. You can't use your wings for that? Bruh. Alice contacted me a few days ago. well, that's actually not out of the ordinary, but are we going to be able to see Alice here? She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. You know, if I watched all the material, maybe I wouldn't be asking this question. All the YouTube stuff. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow yet. When the wind blows, we don't know when the wind will blow yet. When the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates. Okay. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us. Well said. Whomst? Right, whatever's happening in Outcry, she always seems to be the first to know. Nefer? Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it. Her one staff. Yehoda. Oh, wait. Hi. How are your eyes? You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it always has been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss. The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters. Indeed, but we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and the nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life, or perhaps the memories of multiple people. Oh. So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans? Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lama before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago. How old is Zhongli again? Is Zhongli like 2,000? Or became Archon 2,000? No. When was that? Ah, man. I don't remember. Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years? Well, Paimon and Zhongli and Venti are currently the oldest ones, right? Even though Venti is... is Venti still considered the Archon? Kind of, yes. It sounds like this merits further exploration. That'd be a big help. I'll leave it to you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class. It's quite a miracle that you're able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived. I suppose you're right, but I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Cheers. Hello incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just getting started with Genshin Impact Luna 3 Archon Quest. By just getting started, I mean 50 minutes ago. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter. Oh. So calculating. This intel broker logic always catches Pam by surprise. Sounds to me like we can split the work up. I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flins, and me. Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper. For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way. This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss, but even rarer perhaps is the chance to make contact with the ancients. The curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. Seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel. That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Wait, we're a team since when? Since we became an honorary knight, of course. This is part of my grand plan all along. Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moonfire Night celebration. Would you and Yehodo like to join too? She agreed to that? Huh, quite an achievement. Never underestimate Vol, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehodo loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity. No. What? Way to contradict me in front of... Something's wrong. Oh. Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. Hi. So many people. Alright, everyone inside, quick! Everyone, inside, quick! Okay, animation speed times 1.7. This is gonna sound crazy, but, hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship. Dutchman? Like a spaceship? Ah, a spaceship at Star Sand Shoal. That's gotta be the one you came to Tava in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon mirror, right? Huh? You already know about it? I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Not quite. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is broken. What's it like on the inside? What's it like flying through space? I want to know everything. How do these people have like an actual concept of space though? Hold on. Question mark? This is, maybe that's a conversation for next time. This is a huge discovery on your part. Yep, exactly. A huge discovery. You're the best, second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course. Good job, Paimon. Shut it. Oh, really? I can't tell if she's angry or not. Like, red smiling, angry smiling or not. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I'm all that, but... I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't wanna leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please? Yeah, fair enough, you can tag along. In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done. I wish everyone a productive investigation. You too. Ha. What's up, boss? Are we gonna head out? Oh, yep. That's why she was angry. Tell me, Yehodo, when did the curatorium start giving out intel for free? Sorry, boss. Oh, I got her GG's. Shouldn't have said there was a spaceship. Look, just ask and I'll pay you. I'll just give you the money. I have how much money? I've got like 64 million. Where? Close enough. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Other people can see it too. Oh yeah, that kind of checks out. Well, what do you know? Yehodo was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But it's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is this some kind of projection or like ghost? Like Maybe it no longer exists, but somehow it left an afterimage? I'm not sure either. Ah, you're already here. Hello. Miss Lama, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations. I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself. Same here. Oh, so we heard these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is? Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with, and no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time. Well, let's look around and see what we can find out. Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is also confusing. Allow me to lend you a hand. If we can't interact, can I like kind of walk through and see the inside, I guess, looks like? There's a deer. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information. What? Is that a phantom rhymehorn deer? What are the horses, Varka? I've heard about how the Frostmoon Sons live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure. Okay, yes, I understand. Then how about this? Wait, so you can still talk with them in the past, I guess, just not physically interact. Oh, it's leaving. It appears to share a curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. Can it even interact though? Hello, Elena74. Thank you for joining the stream. Up is subjective. Currently up for me is the ceiling of my house and the sky. Just getting along with Genshin Impact Luna 3 story. You may live in a different area from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Oh, what if the information you gave was completely wrong? Let's give them a moment and hope for the best. After a few moments, the rhymehorn deer and its companions returned happily. Okay, sure, it worked out. All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit. Indeed, now let me ask them some questions. I did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship. Oh, well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view. Indeed, other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours. Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exists in both times and spaces, but there might be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see. Because we don't see the whole world, we only see small fragments. Good point. Great thinking, Llama. Blunt horn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm. So, just like us humans, there is nothing they could do about the spaceship either. Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go and enjoy your feast. Stream is going alright. Just, the usual, which is perfectly fine. No connection drops this time. Well, thank you for the follow. I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them. Do you play any other games? I play a few other Hoyoverse games, right? Oh, I can. Oh, I can actually go inside. There's a cave. Yeah, I stream Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, and Zenless Zone Zero most of the time, just because the main stories on those they come out at regular intervals, or the patches are at regular intervals. I also have streamed Smash Bros. Ultimate and Tetrio in the past, and I do want to get back to streaming those at some point. Those would be much less regular, though. Like, those would just be if I feel like it or not. What is this thing? I've never seen it moved, and there's no way to get inside. Goodness knows, my grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive. What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it? Huh? So actually, if we see them as phantoms, do they see us as phantoms? Huh? I don't know, in all likelihood it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move. Guess that means that, as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around for a long time. Quick, shoot it down. I don't have a bow character right now. Oh, darn near. Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Hey! Today's the day we strike it rich. Frick off! Huh? You mean Paimon? Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune. We should go with... Okay. Yeah, well, you want to break a piece of the spaceship and sell it? What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of? Where are you from? I am from California. It is made of unobtainium. No, I don't know. Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere. Enjoying yourself? Very. I was just thinking if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing, but nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it. It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed. I was just thinking, yeah, go back to the entire Amphoria storyline, we have these plot holes, these, the whole, Scepter, simulation plot holes that Siren has to stay in the past in order to fix, otherwise things could change. Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier, but actually you were doing some serious investigating. Yeah, shut it, Paimon. Of course I was. Anyway, at this point I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people. Yeah, I am from California. Elena 74, I am from California. I'm going to disappear for a moment. I need water. Nice place. Yep, weather is pretty good. Although I'm not much of an outdoors person. If only this showed up the moment when my sister was searching for me. Maybe then I could have discovered why she wasn't in the spaceship. If you don't mind, can I ask you something? Go ahead. Or if it showed the moment when it disappeared, I might have found out who was piloting it and where they were headed. But no such luck. All we've seen is an arbitrary moment in time during its long stay here. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. I have some cool examples for our channel to... Come on, I had a feeling. Whoops. Sorry. No, thank you. I can manage my channel myself when I feel like I need to make something. I'll figure it out. To me, that says we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time. Thanks, Varka. Did you read basically the one rule I have explicitly listed? Like, I had a feeling. I'm sorry, but it's always like this. If you are a genuine person that isn't trying to advertise stuff, I have a Twitter, but I'm sorry. I do not want to deal with people just advertising, trying to get someone to commission them just like that. I also have their, yeah.
急に大団長らしくなったな。頼もしいぞ。
Every now and then when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like the Grandmaster material for once. Yeah, a lot of the times, so before I stream, I post it on Twitter, right? And then after the stream, or just like later when I check Twitter, I get a notification saying like there's someone who has followed me, someone related to streaming, liked and followed, and it's 97.2% of the time, it is an account that apparently does graphic design and makes logos and stuff, but it's like, when I want to actually start building the brand like that, then I will actually start looking. I mean, sure, you're letting me know you're there, okay, but then I also look at some of these profiles, and I don't want to make accusations, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these stuff are AI generated. And if you're using generative AI for stuff like that, my opinion just drops. My opinion of that will drop. I am not a fan of generative AI like that. I will admit I do use ChatGPT sometimes, but for help searching for stuff or understanding something, but I am not like the people who on any tweet that goes viral goes, "Grok, explain this to me." No. I actually try and do normal Google searches or whatever and try to understand stuff first. Anyway, back to Genshin. I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now. Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish. Wait, we have a team name now? Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well? Sure, why not? You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you. They worship Barbados, but sure. Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot. Does Varka know Ventia's Barbados? No, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while. I mean, yeah, he's blasphemed his own thing, so nice heart, buddy. Help! Oh no, get away! We can't do anything though. Oh, yep. You got bamboozled. Oof. You just watched him die, kind of. I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin, but I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us. But we have to at least try. And try you have, but you are aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now? I wasn't keeping track. And you probably shouldn't. I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th, if we're only counting this particular victim. Oh! It reenacts the same thing multiple times. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way. You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin? May I ask a few questions? Sure! Be my guest. What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people? My guess would be that they were singing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate? Would Flins know? Conria. I mean, was that a rhetorical question? Like, not directed to anyone? I don't know. That is correct. Wait, Flins, how would you know? When did you become a Lightkeeper? How old are you, actually? How would you know? That's correct. I don't know. As you know, once the Abyss sends you the tiniest crack, it floods and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Devat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nodcry was dealt a devastating blow. I see. In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave, be they human, fae, or god. Oh, well, he's just casually revealed to Albedo and Durin that he's a fae? Kind of. Otherwise, like, why would he specifically say fae if he wasn't a fae? The moment you witness is but one drop in the whole ocean of catastrophe. Alright, I guess that answers my second question. Second question too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I can do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history. That would be my guess as well. As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable. That is a good Arknight song. Yes, fate was determined long, long ago. I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flins. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others. I mean, Flins is just, like, he's just really outwardly unemotional, right? Is like when Vera started rising up again, he's just like, oh, that's not good. Alas, I am forced to show my age. Oh, I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure. Wait, so one is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand. I'm sorry. You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the Abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? Well, Mini Durin was... Shoot, I don't remember the lore behind Mini Durin. It's not exactly the same Durin, from the one in Dragonspine, but it's made from like the same energy, right? I think. I only ask because I kept a fragment of Vera's body in my lantern for a short time, specifically his heart, so I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle. My honest answer is, I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is, the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? I felt that. My doubts remain unresolved, but when we fought off rerun, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible. Certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. Sounds like you resolved to see the truth for yourself. Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar. Does Flins know Albedo is homunculi as well? Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret. He doesn't need everyone knowing he's a 700-year-old fae. Incredible! Our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus. Yeah, but we barely learned anything though. I totally thought this would be the motherlode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on. But nope, all we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and Hyperopia? Bruh. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose. I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been. If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities. Hamon agrees, and not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation. The only thing you understood in this whole conversation? What you thinking about? You look disappointed, Nefer. Something the matter? Intel not good enough for you? What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonchanter. Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents. Oh yeah. Oh duh, yeah, that was it. Hyperborea. I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon signs and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the curatorium storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here. Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that. Huh? But didn't you say we weren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry, shutting up. Eyes narrow. Now's not a good time to push Nefer's buttons. Anyway, back to Moon Night. I'm thinking we should prepare something a little special aside from the usual decorations and so on. You mean a parting gift? Yeah. Can't go wrong with food, although, does food go bad on the moon? Goes bad if you leave it for long enough regardless. Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there. Could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better. About a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine. I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time. None of these sound like things she would even be remotely interested in, but we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes. Yeah, it would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into. Time for me to swoop in again. Wait, what? Well, they're all looking at you. Okay, I got it. I'll find a chance to ask her. Great, problem solved. Now I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival. Don't get scammed. Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. If you find out what Kutar are like, show us right away. Gotcha. Hey, Durin. Is something the matter? That's my line, Durin. I'm fine. I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay, this is something I have to work through. I'll be alright, thanks for your concern. Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk. Don't forget, I'm a member of the Knights of Favonius. Come on, stop treating me like a kid. Aren't you kind of? I don't know. Achievement unlocked. Hello. This is why we need a lantern guaranteed to work on the moon. Yes, I have a few ideas, but the lantern itself is the easy part. The real issue is how little we know about the lunar environment. What, you two are serious about this? Let's just say I'm intrigued by these shining magical stones that Mr. Albedo has mentioned. Alright, sure. What about you? Could you do me a solid and try to smooth things over with Boss Neff? Miss Lama, would you accompany me into town? I think it would be best if you saw the Frostmoon Signs decorations for yourself. Very well, let's go. Are you there? Where are you? Where'd you go? Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here. I can't sense her presence at all. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where'd they all go? Maybe she took them out for walkies? Walkies? For Kuhenki? Not pets, you know. Oh well, looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway. Fair point, let's go. Yeah, the record-keeping one's gone too. Columbina, are you back yet? Is this the next day? Huh? How strange. It looks like she still isn't here. This is a bit odd. Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside, especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention. By the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day. What about Lunatar? Lunatar, you there? Hello? Hey, do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, I didn't understand, but if you know where she is, could you take us to her? Sounds like an I don't know either to me. Yeah, that's even stranger. Look, the flowers. What about them? They are not as bright, I guess? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Let's go. We've got to find Lama. Good idea. She might know what's happening. Did she get kidnapped by Doctor? Lama. Ah, it's you. How's Kutar? Is she okay? She's missing. Has she visited the Frostmoon Signs? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside. Oh. Sorry, I really need water again. Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either, so yeah, this is super weird. Has anyone approached Silver Moon Hall lately? No, very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts, and if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's Nodcry's information hub after all. Makes sense. Let's go. Why here? Aren't those stars the things that showed up in, like, the summer event with Mona? Wait a moment, is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious? It's never been here before, right? No, I don't recognize it. Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now prepare to face the final boss of Nodcry. I don't recognize this voice, but is this Alice? Whoa, where'd that voice come from? Not sure, but it's definitely hostile. It's gotta be Alice, right? No, 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 not that way. The final boss is right here. The Sniffer Mole? That's the final boss? Surely not. Also, that voice is a little familiar. I don't remember Alice putting on any sort of, like, grand hostile voice before. Or... okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Yep, there it is. Turn around, I'm right behind you. Okay, so she makes an appearance. Seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself. Alice. Great. Okay, she's fourth wall breaking, just casually. She's adjusting the camera. She also does her own introduction thing to us through the screen. Great adventure of the realms, Dota King, defender of old Mondstadt, etc. But most importantly, mother of the most adorable Klee. Alice. Okay, yep, that's a lot of fourth wall breaks. What's going on? Hi. I've heard that all the big shots at Devout have long, wordy titles that some people speechless when they make their entrance. You have concepts of a witch hat. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name dropping doesn't quite work for us yet. Still, I for one think I'm really quite amazing. I saw a meme about adding Madame Hurdle to the Hexen Circle. So that didn't stop me from coming up with the title anyway. Alice? It's really you this time, not a lantern or Dodoco, but Alice in the flesh. That's right, so what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me? You look just like Klee! That's the first thing you thought, a little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy. Because that means when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother. So she's a friend of yours? Kind of? This is actually the first time we've seen her in person. I see, Madam Mage. That was quite the powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon. It's okay, Llama, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours and of Varka's too. She's helped us a lot in the past. That would probably explain the stars stuff, because Alice has been like behind a lot of the stuff in the summer events. That's right, she's a good person, just kinda unpredictable. Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how do we differ from machines? Her pupils, I can't tell what they are. I am Llama, Moonchanter of the Frostmoon Signs. It is a pleasure to meet you. Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation, while talking to Dory. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries. Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell you have quite a unique personality. You'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. Anyway, so what are you doing in Nodcry, Alice? Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive. And good luck finding my weak spot. You'll never succeed. I'm going to send a formal request for June to put you in solitary confinement. Drat, my one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. I got her, GG's. Solitary confinement for Klee, solitary confinement for Alice. Like a daughter, like mother. Thus falls the great Dodo King. Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
なんでいきなり小芝居が。
もちろん
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
私が登場するのは
She's got the split hair
そんなに
thing.
深いのかな
Oh. No, it's just you seem like a busy lady, and this is the one time you've shown up in person. I just figured it'd be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
それはその
You're quite right. I'm here in Nodquite because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle.
魔女界にとって気になること3つに
It concerns the three moons, Tavot's borders, and of course the moon goddess you're currently searching for.
もち
You
ろ
know
ん
where
あ
Columbina
なた
is?
たちが追っている月え
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea?
お茶を入れる時間をちょうだい私はテイラットで
My main reason for coming on this trip to Tavot was, of course, to have some fun.
一応教会の
Okay,
安
yeah,
定を
so
維持する
obviously, yeah, she doesn't just well, I mean, it was this is it should have been pretty clear that like she can leave Tavot, but I guess it's telling us that maybe she doesn't actually stay on Tavot normally. But I do technically have a job to do as well, namely maintaining the stability of Tavot's borders. Yeah, okay. So what's Asmodee supposed to do then? Sustainer of the heavenly principles, whatever that means. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tavot's border. We'll find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed. Oh, no wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
期月の夜の前後に。
本物の月が近
Is
く
it
に
because the real moon? Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
そう
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through, just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on.
だけど
And, as you've
気
noticed,
がついたように
there have been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, there's another, far greater factor at play.
月の力
The
以
Torre?
外にももう一つ理由が3月の出現よ
The trilunar syzygy. Okay. I don't actually know what syzygy means. But how exactly... That doesn't actually tell me anything.
3
A
月の
trilunar
出現
syzygy.
遥か昔
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Devot, it was the then three moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this
月の
world.
三女神が世界の
You're talking about
法則を
life, death, and
司って
such,
いた
aren't
の
you? Wait. Oh! Yeah, I'm referring to the shades here.
その
That's
通り
exactly it. The three goddesses split these powers
月の
amongst
三女神
themselves.
が
Wait.
その力を分散させ
Wait,
て
what?
た
Oh, these are the laws. I thought Traveler was referring to, you know, the shades. Shade of life, shade of death. It's a dangerous slime. That's exactly it. The three goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. That was meant to keep the world stable.
でも今や
But fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should have never appeared in this world, has been
後
retrieved.
月の月髄も取り戻されたそれに月神自身の存在もある
Wait, is this the one we got from with Arlecchino's help? The crimson moon is like the iridescent moon with some abyssal energy, isn't it? Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh, and the power of all three moons is gathered here in Nodkai. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. What's that?
初めての状況よ
And it's having a noticeable effect on Tavot's
明らか
borders.
に影響が及んでる
Why are you so concerned about said borders, if I might ask?
可愛い
Because
私の娘
I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason? Did you just wink? I was reading the text.
なんだか適当言って
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the
るように
question,
も
but
聞こえ
it
るけど
does make sense.
お前が言う
それが一
Well, that's
番
one
重
reason,
要な理由
anyway.
だけど他にも
And the
色々
most
ある
important
のよ
one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R.
気になるならアルベドちゃんに聞いてみて
Okay, Ryan daughter. Albedo can tell you more about that if you're curious, but right now I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
どうして
Columbina wants to use their
月髄を
power
集
to
めてる
return
の
home.
そう
I
いう
see,
こと
I
ね
see. Nicole told me about that
かつて
legend
巫女
once.
からそれにまつわるデータ
Nicole, you mean the mage N?
まさかN っていうコード
Oh, so you remember. We heard her voice in Fontaine.
ああ
Oh, of course. Wait, I don't remember this bit. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. The thing about the prophecy? I don't remember speaking with Nicole, though. Or was that when we had that thing with Mona underground, when we were talking with her? But, back to the story of our dear moon goddess, I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore. What does that mean? She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared. Did she already cease to exist? Oh no. Oh no. Once long ago, the damsel who lived here... Frick! Okay. Let me see. Let me go back on my stream thing. Once long ago, the damsel who lived here walked the line between dreams and reality. My body is so heavy. Wait, no, it's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk. Oh! Oh! She turned into a phantom. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. The day has come at last. She ceases to exist. Already? Bruh, I did not think it would be this fast. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? Wait, is this the same phenomenon, or is like it's just because she's the one powered that? Yeah, that. But Moon Pair Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Oh no. I don't think I can do those, the the chronicles, frick. I won't be able to do that for at least another version. Will I return to the moon after I disappear, or... I don't want it to end like this. We must protect her. So far, at least, I still exist, even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world, the world where I was born. This may be our last chance to visit the Frostmoon Enclave. Don't let it slip away. Come on, come on! Wait for me! Frostmoon Enclave, how much has it changed? How much it has changed since I was born? These decorations, they're so heavy! It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes. Whew. How fascinating, I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face, like they were frozen stiff. Karina, Lameti, it's time to eat. Coming. I want to watch them a little longer. Playable columbina? Wait. Oh, that's cute. That's her walk. Yeah, and her... Oops. Oh, that I was supposed to go that way. I was gonna run around a bit. So just fill these balloons with air, right? Yep, try a couple, now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night. Het! Are you gonna sabotage? Het? Uh-oh. Think fast. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Ah! Wait, using the acolyte of the Frostmoon Signs? Surely that's a punishable offense. Take this! Okay, don't waste them all. Eh? Alright, enough horsing around. Lady Llama gave us a task. We should get back to it. The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water. Oh yeah! Okay, you got me there, and you got me there, but we still can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts. I won't use all of them, and as long as Lady Llama's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right? Oh, you menace, then think fast. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun? How far can I go like this? Not far, it doesn't show up on the map. Can I climb? No. Low gravity jumps, sort of. Yep, this checks out with how she was running with us when we were in that other dimension, whatever it's called. Playable Columbina, let's go! Wait, no. I'm out of stamina, it just doesn't show. It doesn't show my stamina bar. I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up. A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frostman signs. That's a meal? How come Lameti got a midsummer berry dessert? I always get Lockerberry. I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours. They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before, even at the Harbinger tea parties. Everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frostman Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim. Hey, that was 2 bites! Oh, then you can have another bite of mine. They're just gonna trade the whole thing at this point. Oh, you too. Don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too. So this is what it means to be family? Yes. I'm seeing so much that I never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. Don't say that! What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around in Nasha Town too. Maybe Volt will be there. After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tavad. They lost a whole foundation for their existence. That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. It's just like what Columbina said, the world itself is rejecting her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddess did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tavad's history. Yeah, I mean, the Dragon Sovereigns were kind of ousted too. Not exactly, but they didn't get their, they stole their powers. Theoretically, speaking so candidly, should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Also, they're asleep. Anywho, the moon narrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Rasha of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she's managed to survive this long. What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late. What a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. I said earlier that the moon goddess lost the foundation for their the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frostmoon Science, but these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours. But what about connections to us as her friends? What? So the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone. Wait, we did that to her? Well, strictly speaking, yes, but let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. If you're making light of this, hopefully that means you have a plan. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night. Strengthen her connection, but does that mean we'll have to rally all the Frostmoon faithful behind us? I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name? Her name? No, we don't. Yes, names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. I asked her once, but she said she didn't know. And your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. We've just been calling her Columbina. Oh, she hasn't accepted that one. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is a true name, and she's never really accepted either of them. So finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence? Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon mirrors to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Hi, Joker, when did you get here? You got here 2 minutes ago. I was looking at the other screen, sorry. Thanks for dropping by. Lurk. Lurk. Piercing the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Yeah, we had that whole thing with Mavweka punching the sky after sacrificing like all of the stuff that was offered to her over the past several hundred years. I don't know. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's an expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out. Wait, Mage Anna's gonna help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hex and Zircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal. You're saying Alice herself isn't a big deal already? Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tevat's border soon. Thanks for telling us all of this. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, and I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Okay, we're gonna meet Nicole too. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Ah, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads. What does that mean? What does that mean? You also didn't tell us where she is. What? I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back. You really are super busy. I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin albedo venti varka.
ファルカ
Varka. Venti. There are some unexpected names in there. Clee didn't make the list, huh?
クレは
Of course not. Clee's my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her because she's the best child in the
私
whole
の
wide
誇りなん
world.
だから
Yep, Clee's a little angel.
いい子だぞ。
よかった
I'm glad you agree.
それじゃ
Well, all the best.
うまく
See you when I
いき
see
ますよ
you.
うに
She gonna poof? She just poofed. Oh, never mind. She's walking out.
あっさり去って
She left in a hurry. Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her? A mage of her abilities doesn't need her help. I
今の魔女の
must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Clee, wasn't it?
一体どんな
What's she
子
like?
供なのだろうか
Not like her mom. She likes to blow up everything.
それ
It's a long story. Come on, we'll
は
fill you in as we
長
go.
くなりそうだから。
Bombs, bombs, bombs. Oh, back to more columbina stuff. In a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this
こう
before.
してナシャタウンに入ったの。
Hey, you old geezer, your hammer's rusted through. Who are you calling old geezer?
あれ
Are they quarreling?
けん
I'm looking right at him. You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free reign in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? Shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair. Might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing. Hey, don't run your mouth or you'll get a back massage that will put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, alright? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night. I'll bet you sent all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
材料が届いたら
Alright, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand, hmm? See? Ilka knows what the score is. Gonna scold him too?
友
I
達
guess they're friends, but the way they spoke to each other was so ugly.
二人ともすごく来ても
Then again, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen
こんな
something like
感じの
this.
光景どこかで
I mean,
見たこと
I feel like,
がある
yeah, a lot of the Fatui's relationships are it's just business. Wouldn't actually consider them friends. I don't know.
コロン
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
その首をキュッとしてやあ
Oh,
サン
Sandra.
ドローネあの
So that was her
時の
way of trying to be
サン
friends
ド
with
ロー
me?
ネは私っても
What a pity, I won't get the chance to say ugly things in reply.
機会
You already rage bait her enough. Hey, have you decided what to give her for a Moon Prayer Night? I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question. Ah, bro's getting married.
サプ
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase. Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Oh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy? Huh?
これ
Is he talking to me? Can you see me?
私を見て話してるの
Doubtful.
私が
Hi.
私
Here you go. Oh. Yeah. Come back anytime right now. Right. Now, where were we?
どうして
I don't know why, but I
私
still
は
held out hope.
まだ希望
まずは何より
The most important thing right now is to find that mage. Ah, hello.
名前も重要
This name thing seems... She's gonna be falling right here. This name thing seems so important too, but where do we even start looking? I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit. Am I gonna notice anything? No. Columbina? She looks so sad. Can I see you? Or maybe I felt her presence, but I can't see her. Oh. Let's go. There's no time to be spacing out. Maybe it's not so bad, just quietly staying by their side like this. Well, hopefully you can last. Why is Nicole on Hisui Island? Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name? So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole, or should I call her Mage N? Not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing, taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach. Yep, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that, but again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So if you ever wanted to join the Hexen Circle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply. Hey, don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf. I wouldn't dare! I'm just, trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you. Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to everyone in the site and ask, hey, are you Nicole? You're gonna see her and ask, hey, are you Nicole? Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like a Limblum Pinter chest or something? Wait a minute, Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt. Oh, true. What about a tea set? I recall that each mage has their own cut. That would be this young lady then? What? You don't have a tea set, do you? Hey there, sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole? Varka, Knight of Boreas of Knights of Favonius. Alice must have mentioned me before. Nah, he's just assuming. Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward. Does she speak? Oh. Okay! Telekinesis. That's not it. Not kinesis. Telepathy. When I shook my head, I meant no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before. Huh? Where's this voice coming from? My apologies. For some reasons, I'm unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand. Can Columbina hear this actually? Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me. As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it's nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you. It's really you. Thanks for all your guidance in the past. You're quite welcome. This time things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Nicole, the unappreciated master sculptor, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd write, and the silent angel, yet also the orator, the instant they utter a word, etc., etc. In summary, to remain silent is to be the observer of the world. Okay. Do you have a vision somewhere? No, stop, out. Fourth wall break again. Can the characters see that thing? I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. Okay, Nicole's kinda cute. I'm so sorry about that. Nicole took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle. But I could have sworn I deleted all the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh goodness, this is so embarrassing. This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introducing magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock. Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate. Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But the columbina cannot hear it! We all promised to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction. Sorry, embarrassing? When? When? I gotcha. Among the words that hopped out just now, I saw angel. Like the Sealies? Sort of? I don't know. Sealies are from the angels, right? Yes, my name's Nicole, and I'm one of very few angels who have retained both the preferred form and their power. Well, and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There's another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night. Right! I forgot about that. Ah, right. Paimon remembers her, but we've never seen her in person. Yes, well, I have returned more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, going. No, we'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on, if I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky. That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on? Yes, I do know of a way. It began with the Hyperboreans who lived after the War of the Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. What you doing? Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept a new order. No. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance. But all three had passed away by that point. Wait, can Columbina hear it then? This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons? Yes, but they did not know, and still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons. They glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead. That's such a sad story. It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute. Just a second. I gotta ask, how relevant is all this history to the task at hand? Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control, and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moon implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border. Is this where Skirt comes in again? Kind of. Not really, though. It was opened... She got through because of Sertologi. Okay, so they built some kind of portal? Yes. A portal, yes. Is something wrong? You sound disappointed. I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. Turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it. No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing. Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far. Not now. Whoa, time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last one to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find out whatever structure they built up and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon mirror both the eternal and iridescent moon, so we're all good for Kuvaki, which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far? Yes, although I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Oh, we're time traveling now. Okay. I mean, we did kind of have something like that with Raiden Shogun's second quest. Ish. Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow? Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity. Is it not always? Alright, well, let me think of how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. Where? By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all? I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you. Yes, basically, yes. Can we, like, do anything in the meantime? Oh, great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name. My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing? Yes? You must be protected at all costs. Excuse me, miss. Go on, Miss Nicole. This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name. I am Lama of the Frostmoon Science. Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you're serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything, just a cup of tea will do. See ya. I need water. She seems friendly. It's just... Ah, it's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been... Oh, frick. That went by too fast. Okay, time to go back on my stream thing. It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all of this systematically from start to finish. Any longer, I'd probably start forgetting about it. Forgetting it. Okay. Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads. What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. What you doing? Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name? Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues. Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I don't remember what salient means. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors. But many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth. I have a hunch that the Fatui might know something too. Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Tevat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frostmoon Enclave. Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandrone again. They're the only ones who would want to help. Thank you, Mr. Varka. Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
ついて行ってみよう。
I should follow them just in case there's some way I can help. Oh. 12, 13. Okay. It has been 2 hours. Normally I wouldn't really want to end stream here, but I feel like my throat has been getting like dry from narrating a little faster than it usually does, and I don't want to, like, normally so right now it's about 11:06. Normal streaming I would be around 3 hours. I would be hitting 12, which obviously that's what has been the usual, but I want to try to not make that like the norm, I guess, even if I don't go to sleep at that time. So before I start getting like looking everywhere for the information, I'm going to call it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream and or my other content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing if you're on YouTube. Consider dropping a follow if you're on Twitch. Anyone who's lurking, thanks for lurking. Anyone who dropped by and is legitimate. Thank you for dropping by, and if you're watching the VOD, yeah, thanks for watching. You dropped by and left. Probably won't hear see this, but yeah, thanks for dropping by. So next stream, because as these patches that are not like the the X.0 patches, they're usually around, I want to say, between 5 and 7 hours, 5 to 8. So next stream will, unless something comes up, will be Tuesday night, not tomorrow, because I got called in for work tomorrow, because we're doing inventory. I'm not, but gotta take care of some stuff for inventory or something. So, yeah. Expected to stream on Tuesday night evening, and since this stream was a little on the shorter side, and since Tuesdays will likely be a little on the shorter side as well, probably hitting 4.5 hours, I'm expecting to be able to finish 6.2 Archon Quest on Wednesday. So that's the plan. Will I do durin pulls? Probably not. I'll have to see like who exactly he actually works for. And then again, maybe on rerun, but I really want to save for Columbina and then some of the teams she would work with. I have no, well, probably shouldn't talk about leagues, huh? I have some idea. And it's, yeah. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you if nothing goes wrong next stream on Tuesday. Bye bye.